Hey, this is Riley. Today I'll show you how easy it is to automate camera checks within Solink and run remote audits without stepping foot on site. For example, you can confirm if employees are at the cash register and ready to serve customers, tables and prep areas are clean, and if your store opened or closed on time by looking at lights and signs of movement. All you have to do is type into the search bar here, or browse pre-made templates and our AI assistant will do the rest. So let's start from the video monitoring page. As you can see, Solink brings all your camera views into one place, at which point you can click into a video to view. But obviously you can't be expected to manually review every video to look for a specific issue, and that's where this Sidekick button comes in handy. Sidekick is a built-in AI assistant within Solink that can spot check your camera feeds based on a specific prompt. So if I click in, I'm presented with a row of prompt options and different types of spot checks. Live spot check, which is a one-time search. Scheduled spot check, which automates frequent checks. And event spot check, which looks at a specific event, which I'll go into later. Let's select scheduled spot check so you can see our automation firsthand. Again, we have pre-made prompts to choose from, but every business is unique and you likely have your own use cases. As an example, let's look to see if my store is open on time and type in opening time check. Here you can see my simple prompt has been refined with more detail automatically. Sidekick is suggesting we look for lights on and signs of motion. I can edit this as I see fit or leave as is. I can even edit how Sidekick will present its response to me. So now all we need to do is select the cameras to run this spot check on. Let's pick a few cameras where employees are likely going to be visible. Once you select the cameras, you can see the results here. The AI has taken a snapshot from each of those selected cameras, and you can see the answers and reasoning for each of those images, allowing us to get that insight we're looking for. Now here's where it gets interesting. I can schedule this prompt to run automatically based on a schedule. This is a great use case because I can say, hey, run this at the time that I expect my first employee to be at the store in the morning. So for this case, I'll say run this daily at 8 a.m. Then I can set this up to expire at a certain date or number of occurrences. I'm going to go ahead and select never to run this indefinitely. Just make sure to keep an eye on your monthly spot check quota here. I can preview this to make sure this is what I want, but I'm just going to go ahead and schedule this right now. And now we'll let this run for a few days and come back to see the results. Okay, so once this spot check has run for a while, you can check how the spot check is performing from the events page here. Just select the AI tab, then the spot check filter here. I'll also type opening time check in the search bar here to further narrow my search. We can see Sidekick has created an event every morning at 8 a.m. and provided an answer to our prompt. Here we can see that the store does not appear to be open according to Sidekick's assessment, which gives us good insight into how we can improve our operations. I want to turn this data into a widget that I can view on the dashboard page. I'm going to keep the search parameters I have right now and then select Save Report. Let's give it a name I can easily find and then head to the dashboard page to make this widget. So on the dashboard page here, I'll just select the plus widget button, run through a few quick steps you can see on the screen here, and create this widget. And that's it. You can click into the widget to further investigate each instance of the AI detecting the store being closed when it should have been open, and then we can use that insight to correct the issue. But let's say you don't have time to investigate each event in this report. That's why we built Event Spot Check. Event Spot Check looks inside a custom report for a specific event you want to keep an eye on. So here's a quick example of how you can use Event Spot Check. I'm going to ask Sidekick to look at transactions where no customer was present. And specifically, I want it to look at cash refund transactions. So I'm going to select that report right here. And if we preview it, we can see how Sidekick will respond to these kinds of transactions. If I were to run this event spot check, I could take that data over time and create a widget tracking the suspicious transactions that the AI flags for me. If you want to learn more about Event Spot Check, we do have a tutorial video on our YouTube page and a user guide in our Help Center.